All right, Schlockmeister fans, a British Emmanuelle movie, Emmanuelle in Soho. Let's check it out. The first several minutes of this movie are basically a documentary about the Soho district in London and how dirty it is.
Soho. Before the age of the cinema, Soho was named after a hunting cry. They still hunt in Soho, but the quarry is no longer a small furry animal. Instead, it's gratification of the flesh. Movies that have proved the most durable aspect of the business of pornography. Shops have been turned into viewing rooms, sometimes only seating a dozen men. They open 24 hours a day, showing every conceivable method of coupling. There are many stories here of innocents betrayed, of virgins defiled, of girls destroyed by the false promises of a glittering tinsel.
All right, Emmanuelle lives with Katie and Paul. They're a couple.
Oh, about time, darling.
Why? Were you about to start without me?
You know I'm attracted to you both, Kate.
Emmanuelle wants to make it a threesome. Are they all as strong as this, Paul?
Yeah, but the guy's...
Paul is a photographer.
Yeah, but he's got...
They're short of cast, and they come up with the idea where she should join a strip show.
Anyway, prick teasing's easy for me.
Yeah, then what?
Well, once he's sold on me, you take him along a set of pictures and say I'm under sole contract to you, but don't let on to Anderson that you know me.
Okay.
And he's going to take pictures of Emmanuelle.
It's 4 hours and 3 minutes.
Emmanuelle's guy ended up doing it.
Certainly not, but
I can't show it here,
that's
though.
little old me, Mr. Anderson. Aren't you going to take down my particulars?
That's not the only thing I'm going to take down, darling. Get them off. They don't call you Peggy the Pushover for nothing, I hope.
No, but they don't call me Mary Queen of Scots for nothing either. Fill up my glass, will you?
Anyway, Kate joins this strip show thing where all the ladies go fully nude, and I can't show you that either. But I can show you a little bit of dancing before they take the clothes off.
Where else can I have it? Anyway, what about public publications? How did you get on?
Well, Anderson's fallen for a little bit of deception. He's even given you, the so-called Peggy the Pushover, the main part in Emmanuelle of Soho.
Great. Did you like the photos of me?
No, not really. He said again, give me what I want.
Don't worry about Anderson. Give me what I want.
You horny little beast.
Anyway, we have got something to celebrate. Kate's in the cast of Hang About Sebastian. She rang just before you got back home.
Really? But it's a newbie.
Mm.
God, she must be desperate. It's a pity we're just not getting it together at the moment.
Poor you. I had heard she wasn't very particular.
Why don't you put something else where your bitchy little mouth is?
I intend to.
When's Kate due back?
After lunch.
I think I'll enjoy mine.
Mm.
Ladies.
Kate and Paul
don't
sometimes
show their
argue.
emotions.
Good God, you're like a bunch of school children playing coy little games and getting kicks out of it.
I get a damn sight more touching from them than I get from you. Playing coy little games is paying for this house. Don't forget that.
Don't worry.
This is the guy he's selling the Emmanuelle's photos to, and he knows that he's ripping him off.
Listen, boy, this is what you got to do. When your friends get high and let themselves go, get out your little candle.
No, it's not me.
Listen, boy, think of all that money in a Rolls Royce.
It's Anderson. He's a crook.
Tell me the newbies.
Look, I heard him on the phone with one of his partners. He was saying what a sucker I was.
How are you going to prove anything? He'll just deny it.
Yeah, Kate's right.
Look, I'm just going to let him think I'm still the prize idiot, right? I know enough about him. I'll get him. I could even write a book on him by the time I'm finished. I'm going to stick as close to him as a monkey does to his nuts.
Anyway, there's this big party that Anderson is attending, and it's going to turn into an orgy, and he's going to take a bunch of pictures so he can blackmail him.
He's a really big lad, isn't he?
Come on, let's go and find somewhere where we can get alone together.
Never stop trying to do you, don't you? Anderson's over there.
He won't find out.
Chick Judy decides to strip at the orgy too, or the pre-orgy, I should say. There's a lot of stripping going on in this movie. Emmanuelle dances too. You might recognize this song from the movie Creep Show. And for good measure, we got some lesbians kissing in the hot tub. Why not?
The big benefit. Let's play it along. He'll see the film on Tuesday and wonder what's happened.
Oh.
Save it. The speciality's yet to come. Can you help me?
How? Just tell me.
Look, Mr. Big and Sheila, they'll go to bed soon. Just help me get them into bed, okay?
Just tell me how.
It's supposed to be Mr. Emerson.
Paul shows up with a videotape of what the events of that night.
Yeah, it cost me a stack. You got the goods?
Have I got the goods, Bill?
You pleased?
Pleased? Knocked out completely.
I think it's all right. It must be the understatement of the year.
You're getting a bit old for this, aren't you, Bill? God, what would your wife think?
I must go soon.
You bastard, you bloody blackmailer. It takes one to know an old man. Oh, I can do you a favour. Make a lot of bread. Think of the rolls. You got talent, you know. Talent, my arse. You deserve what's coming to you.
Listen, how much do you want for it?
I'd like to be a partner.
Tom and the boys, they wouldn't agree to that.
God, didn't realise you was like this.
That's basically our film.
No,
You gonna prove this on?
with you I could do it 1,000 times.
All right, let's talk about Emmanuelle in Soho. It's not really an Emmanuelle film. It's a British Emmanuelle film. It's basically Emmanuelle in name only. It's supposed to be a film from Mary Millington. However, it was in development for a couple of years. And during that time, she died. So they got somebody else to play the part of Emmanuelle. First, like 7, maybe 5 minutes of this movie are basically a documentary where they talk about the London Soho district and how tawdry it is with sex shows and pornography, that sort of thing. And then they say, here's one story about the area. And then we get Emmanuelle in Soho for the last hour and 5 minutes or so, hour and 10 minutes, whatever. So Emmanuelle lives with this couple, Kate and Paul. Paul is a photographer. They're kind of short on cash, so they're coming up with schemes how to get money. They just say, we'll take pictures of Emmanuelle and I'll be able to sell them. I think they have like threesomes too, these three. Emmanuelle's attracted to both of them. And they also come up with this idea that Kate is going to join this like strip show, some sort of Broadway play or something on stage. I don't know. When she practices for that, we see several of these tryouts, and it's like a musical or something, but all the ladies end up being naked in it. There's just so much bush on display in this movie. It's ridiculous. And then he sells these pictures of Emmanuelle to this guy named Anderson. Anderson takes those pictures and sells them to somebody else for a much higher profit. And he thinks Paul thinks he's getting ripped off by this. So he decides to get even with Anderson by inviting him to this big party where an orgy's going to break out. He has his camera there and he's going to take pictures and video of Anderson in compromising positions. I think he's married too. Yeah, he is. So anyway, he does that. It happens, and he takes the videotape to Anderson and says, "Look what I got, buddy." And he's like, "You blackmailer! What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, I want to be partners." And then the guy says, "No, my guys won't agree to that." But I think ultimately they did, and that's pretty much how our movie ended. This is a strange little film. It's not great. And first of all, actually, the quality of this film is shit, too. This company, this Soft Touch Video, put this out. It's a rip from the VHS tape, the Prism VHS tape, which I actually rented, back in 1993 or something, or actually about 1997 or so, 98, copied it back then. You can even see the Prism logo on here. Plus, they had some tracking problems on this. It's horrible. There is a couple other versions of this on DVD. Maybe they're better. They got to be better. They can't be any worse. I'm sure my VHS copy of it is probably better than this thing. So not the greatest quality, but hey, what can you do? If you're looking for nudity, this thing does deliver. It's about the only thing it really does great. There is so much nudity in this movie. It's ridiculous. And even the quote unquote documentary stuff in the beginning was pretty dirty too. Just lots of nudity. Actors and actresses that I've never heard of before, and I think the chick who played Emmanuelle did maybe one other movie. They're just nobody's in this movie. I don't know. It's a British Emmanuelle movie that is not an official Emmanuelle movie. Leave it at that. The on-screen title has 2 M's in it, while the box has 1. I don't know. But anyway, that is it. Emmanuelle in Soho. Again, it delivers on nudity if that's what you're looking for, which that's probably what I was looking for when I got this originally. It delivers. So there you go. Check it out. That's about the only thing it has going for it, though. Check it out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about Emmanuelle in Soho, and I will leave a link to it down below, and I'll try to avoid this version. I'll give you the better one down below. Watch it. Bye. You're not going to watch this.